Team Deku and Endeavor. Who knew they'd be such great pals and understand each other perfectly? What's up guys, it's Truth Hero, and welcome back to another My Hero Academia chapter review. So, Boku no Hero Academia chapter 247 in the manga. It's a relatively short chapter, but very important for the relationship between Endeavor and the big three of Class 1A. So, we'll discuss Deku, Bakugo, and of course Shoto training under the #1 hero, and the possibility that Deku might fuse his One For All with Black Whip. Let's dive in. But before we get to that, I'd like to give this video's sponsor a shout out. Me. I now have official merch, so if you'd like to support the Truth Hero channel and you want a piece of original artwork on a hoodie, t-shirt, or sweater, use the link in the description below or on my main channel page in the About section to go to the official Truth Hero store. This is the first installment. I plan to do more original artwork, and I really just wanted to give you guys something instead of Patreon first, because that's a monthly pledge with the expectation that I'll be giving you exclusive content, and I'm not really sure that, one, I can keep up with that, or two, what to even do. Now, some of you want reactions, but let me know what you guys want for exclusive content and maybe, tiers in Patreon in the comments below. Also, like I said, this is just the first installment, so let me know what you think of it. Give me your criticisms, your feedback, but I will be also, introducing new original artwork and some commission pieces. So if you are an artist and you'd like to help me create a original Truth Hero character and avatar, or other art that symbolizes the anime and things we talk about on this channel like Philosophy, Shield Hero, Fire Force, slide into my DMs on Twitter, or if you don't have Twitter, Instagram, and show me your artwork. I might choose you. As always guys, thanks for the support, and let's get on with the video. The chapter opens with a panel that we actually saw in the last chapter with Fuyumi Todoroki looking worried about her father. But I'm thinking now, perhaps this comments more on her feelings towards the family accepting Endeavor back into their lives, because as we see, Shoto has not forgiven his father, and Endeavor has a long way to go for redemption, but we'll touch upon this in a bit. Endeavor asks Deku and Bakugo, "Why did you come here? Why did you choose my agency specifically?" And he's not just questioning them, he wants to find out what makes them tick. This is so he can give them one-on-one advice and training that is customized and tailored to them and only them as individual heroes, which is pretty cool. So Deku came to Endeavor's hero agency not to increase the power of One For All, but rather to harness the power of Black Whip, to channel and utilize it without it overflowing and him losing control. And I love how he explains this to Endeavor. "Recently I developed a secondary, my quirk, my one and only quirk, nothing suspicious to see here, sir, has manifested in a secondary way." Haha. Honestly, at this point, I think Deku should just tell Endeavor, "I'm the successor of All Might, and that's why my quirk has all this power." I think it would just make it easier on everyone, and we all believe that Shoto's gonna find out eventually, so why not divulge this information here? Why not tell Endeavor so that he can get the exact training he needs? I don't know. What about you guys? Do you think it's a good idea that Deku is not divulging this information to Endeavor, or should he tell him so that he gets better training? Comment below. Deku wants to instead combine the power of One For All with Black Whip in a new move called Air Force. This way he can use Black Whip as a long-distance offensive move, all while reducing the strain its power output has on his body. This is groundbreaking. This is a game changer. It means Deku can essentially combine quirks together, and not only this, he can use them to their full potential and power while reducing the stress it has on his body. That's pretty OP. Also, it means this process will be the same not only for Black Whip and Air Force in the One For All combination, but also all the other quirks from the Vesitges he has yet to master. And who's to say he can't take 3 quirks and put them together? Also, this is a fantastic way for Deku to make Black Whip his own, instead of just copying the original Vestige and user, thus not understanding the style and actually hurting his own body. We've seen this before. He tried to copy All Might using his fists, and he just ended up shattering his bones in his arms. But now, with shoot style, he can use his legs instead. Who would have thought? Also, it's great that he discovers this now, because he won't try to copy any other Vestige and any other quirk that he discovers in the future. He can just have a different style for those. And to top it off, he now has a special move called Air Force from One For All that he combines with Black Whip. Black Whip and Air Force. Black Force. Or Air Whip. Black Air? I don't know. We've discussed in these chapter reviews the possibility of fusing quirks together, like Shigaraki using his Decay Wave abilities, with the all-for-one quirk so that he's stealing quirks from heroes as they're crumbling, which is insanely OP. So to be honest, Deku doing this is the perfect answer for him. Combine the raw power of Black Whip, the one that is so hard to control, with the quirk that you're getting used to, one for all, in new super moves. And it goes without saying, he can do this for any quirk that he receives from the Vesitges in the future. Last thing here with Deku before we move on. Endeavor says to him, "You have quite a burdensome quirk, don't you? Looks like you're in the same boat as us." And this is pretty cool that he actually understands where Deku is coming from because he has a powerful yet truly burdensome quirk. If you guys remember, when Endeavor fought the high-end Nomu, he almost overheated and charred and burned his body. So it's pretty cool that the #1 hero and Deku actually share more common ground than you might think. Now on to Bakugo. He came to find out what he can't do, what he's missing in being a hero, even though his quirk explosion is so powerful. And this line that he tells Endeavor just gets me every time. Bakugo says, "Even with just a single quirk, I'll still become the strongest." Like, bruh, are you trying to reveal Deku's secret? This is to be expected from Bakugo. He came to see the #1 hero in action and to see what more he has to do to not only become that person, but also surpass them, and pass them by a mile. Bakugo might have a one-track mind, but this is the perfect situation for him. Also, instead of seeming angry and hot-tempered, except for when Deku was explaining his quirk troubles, Bakugo seems pretty cool and calculated here, which is pretty cool for his character development. Finally, we have Shoto. "Dad, stop embarrassing me in front of my friends." Gosh. We knew that Shoto was going to intern and work with his father Endeavor again to master the technique of flash fire. This was a given from his text conversations, but what we didn't know was how cold and calculated Shoto was here. He had me fooled. So Shoto came to his father's agency to again learn from the #1 hero, but also to use Endeavor for his abilities. He talks about how he always resented his father and used his ice side in battle, but actually ended up acting exactly how Endeavor wanted him to. Regardless, he recognizes that his father is very powerful and very knowledgeable, and he's going to use the #1's knowledge, that wealth of knowledge, to learn and become worthy of the title of hero. Here's the best part though. He tells Endeavor, "I came here to become the hero I once watched on TV with my mom and siblings. All Might. Not you, Dad." And Endeavor completely mistook his intentions. Shoto still doesn't forgive his father for what he did to his mother, or at least his heart hasn't welcomed him back like Fuyumi might have hoped. The only one who has Shoto's heart is Momo. People in the fandom will be very happy to know that Endeavor's not going to be redeemed so easily and that he completely mistook Shoto's intentions. And I think this is a good thing. I think he should get the cold shoulder here and really pay his dues, really strive to seek forgiveness from his family. Not just for Yumi, who's very accepting of him, but Shoto and Natsuo. Given this, I do worry about Shoto's progression with his father as characters. It's entirely possible that he opens his heart to Endeavor once it's too late, once Endeavor dies in battle or from a villain, or when he's severely injured in the hospital, and that's when, Ida got very emotional over his brother. So I hope he doesn't forgive him too late, but at the same time, I want it to be a hard process. Balanced, as all things should be. Finally, Endeavor concludes his little lesson and discussion with telling them about the 3 fundamentals of being a hero: rescue, evacuation, and suppression, of villains of course, and he notes that you have to take in your surroundings at all time. You have to have parallel processing while having unparalleled response time and speed. This will make you top tier heroes. This is ultimately how Deku will master Black Whip and its power and all the other quirks while moving around and analyzing every situation. Paralleled processing, unparalleled speed. He's going to have to use his one for all to generate speed, but be mindful of every scenario and situation around him while controlling the power of Black Whip and the other quirks as well. It's a constant triangle of balance, if you will. And because of this, I like this advice Endeavor gives them all, specifically Deku, and really where this training arc is going. My only hope is that the other students in Class 1A and 1B have as capable and intelligent mentors as Endeavor. Say what you want about the guy, but he is pretty skilled as a hero. Also, I hope you get to see the other students in Class 1A and 1B and their internships. I hope we don't just focus on the big 3 of 1A. Hopefully, by the end of this winter break and this training arc, Deku, Bakugo, and Shoto will be able to eliminate villains faster than the pros, including Endeavor. My only question is now, who will these villains be? Also, what do you guys make of quirk fusion? I think it's certainly plausible that Deku has Black Whip and this unrestrained power that he can channel it into a super move from One For All called Air Force, and it certainly makes sense that he's getting multiple quirks and combinations when I believe that Shigaraki is getting quirk fusion from Dr. Ujiko. But really, until I see Deku get another quirk like a lightning one or a water one from the Vesitges, and then combine that with Black Whip like a lightning whip or an ice whip, then I'll know for certain that it's fusion. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below. What are your thoughts on Deku combining quirks? What do you think about the approach Bakugo is taking to studying the #1 hero? And how do you see Shoto and Endeavor really resolving their past with his attitude towards being a hero? Let me know your thoughts as always, and thank you for the support. If you like My Hero Academia content and these manga reviews, consider enrolling at UA today by subscribing. And until next time, Plus Ultra.